Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Inspired and Empowered Living TV show and podcast for a thriving life and business. We are live Thursdays at 5 p.m. Eastern on talk4tv.com, w4wn.com, and my YouTube channel. And today, we are going to go deeper into manifestation, empowered manifestation, creating a soul aligned business and life for 2026. We are now on part 3. And also know that you can join us on the podcast on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Apple, and Amazon, and many more. So, empowered manifestation, creating a soul aligned life and business. Today, we're going to talk deeper about what you need to do in order to manifest your soul aligned life and business. You'll learn actionable strategies so that you can manifest abundance and success in your personal and professional life. And we're going to talk about the power of intuition and how intuition works with empowered manifestation. And you'll learn more about why it's important to overcome those limiting beliefs so that you can step into the empowered version of who you're meant to be, and how setting clear intentions sets you up for aligned action so that you can move forward more easily and effortlessly when you're tuning into your intuition. I'm your host, Nancy Deutsch, licensed clinical social worker, certified hypnotherapist, and intuitive breakthrough expert. I combine my counseling, coaching, and intuitive abilities to transform your life and business. This show is not a replacement for therapy or counseling. It is for educational purposes only. So I just want to review what a soul-aligned business and life means so that we're all on the same page. So whether you're joining us for the first time, welcome, or you're one of the regulars, welcome, and thank you all for being here. So when you are in that soul alignment, your feelings are the guideposts to let you know that you're in soul alignment. When you feel peaceful, loving, joyful, grateful, or just allowing yourself to feel that energy of freedom or expansion, those are all the energies of your soul. If you are feeling frustrated, irritable, fearful, anxious, like, oh, I gotta manifest this, unfulfilled, stuck, all those are the feelings of your ego, which would keep you from your soul aligned manifestations. And so it's really important for you to really become aware when you're in that energy, when you're in the zone of alignment, and when you're not. And the more aware that you are, the more you can know what's really important for you. And so really, we're going to talk a lot about what happens when you're manifesting. First of all, you're manifesting all the time. All of us, we're creators, and we're constantly manifesting. However, what we're talking about here is conscious creation, conscious empowered manifestation. So I'm going to do my quick Psych 101, which is your conscious mind, your subconscious mind, and your superconscious mind. And your conscious mind is the part of you that made the empowered decision to say, I'm tuning in today, whether you're coming back for back for many times or coming in for the first time. Welcome and thank you, conscious mind of yours. If it's your subconscious mind is the part of you that has the limiting beliefs and the emotions. And those limiting beliefs and emotions would be what keeps you from the manifestation. And so it's going to be really important for you to know what's going on in your subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is the part of you from the moment you were conceived to present time has recorded every moment that you have been alive. And so it's really learning to go underneath and to understand what are those limiting beliefs and emotions that would keep you from your manifestation. And then your superconscious mind works with your conscious mind to help you in that manifestation. But really, true soul alignment is when all three minds are working together. When your conscious, your subconscious, and your superconscious mind, and your superconscious mind is your higher self, that wise, unconditionally loving part of you. Your superconscious mind is your soul, and your superconscious mind are your angels and your guides and beings of light. And all of those are all part of your superconscious mind. And so it's when you are in that alignment, body, mind, emotion, spirit, conscious mind, subconscious mind, and superconscious mind, that manifestation happens. So, how do you get back? How do you get back, or how do you get into that alignment? Now, I'm going to go over the steps that I talked about over the last couple of shows, and then we're going to go into today's steps. So the first step is listening and finding your heart's truth. When you hear your heart, you're hearing your soul. And it's learning to understand, learning to listen, learning to be aware. What is your heart saying? What is your soul speaking? And if you want more information about that, then I support you in tuning into the YouTube, the video, or the podcast from shows 1 and 2 on this subject. Then, once you know what it is you want to manifest from a very conscious, clear place, from your heart, from your soul, then you're going to create a list of intentions for yourself. I am statements are the most powerful, and what you want is to manifest, though, or is to intend and create statements where I am, or it's already happened. So you're in present time, like it's happening. You're in the process of the manifestation, or the manifestation has already happened. So, example, I am so grateful. And if you bring in gratitude is a high emotion that helps you with manifestation. I am so grateful for financial freedom in my life. I am so grateful for radiant health. Or, thank you, God or universe, higher power, for all the money flowing to me. Thank you for my financial freedom. See, those are statements where it's already happened. The I am statements is present time. So you want to create your intentions from those places. And then once you've got and don't do more than 3. 3 is the max. You don't want to do more than 3, because then it can get too confusing for you or overwhelming. Then you want to start getting in touch with what's going on in your subconscious mind. What's going on in that subconscious mind of yours? So the way you can learn, it's being that detective and uncovering those limiting beliefs and emotions keep you from the manifestation. So some of the ways you can tune in to know that you may not be in alignment with the manifestation is you'll notice your body sensations. And if, let's say, I am so grateful for my radiant health, and then you're like, you feel something in your heart or you feel something in your gut, like, that doesn't feel true. Then you need to correct it so that it feels true enough for you in present time. So it may be something like, I am in the process of creating financial freedom. I am in the process of creating radiant health. So you want to be able to make sure that there is an alignment and feeling what's true for you. And then one of the ways is using your body to find out where there is a misalignment. Another way is you may want to journal. What keeps me from manifesting blank is, and see what comes from that. What are the things, the beliefs that may come when you start writing and journaling and letting yourself express all of the things that may keep you from the aligned manifestation. So those are a couple of ways for you to connect with what would be blocking you from the manifestation. And maybe there's some other ways that you know about where you can do the undercover work. And know that we've been talking about a lot of this through the show. So perhaps you want to go. So it's really about connecting with connecting with the emotions that would keep you from the manifestation. That's step 3. The next step is the connection with your soul, or your part of yourself, or the universe. It's learning to make that deeper connection. Because here's the thing, in order to create the manifestation, you need to be in the alignment and feel the feelings and be in the energy of what you want to manifest. It means that you totally believe it, you feel it, you know it. This is happening. You got it. And when you're in that alignment with your soul, and it's because it's come from your soul, it's come from the higher aspects of yourself, and ways that you can connect with that energy to help with the manifestation, the soul aligned, empowered manifestation, is through meditation, is through prayer, is through yoga. And so it's finding a way to create the connection so that you are in a positive vibration. I used to say a lot on the show, start your day in a spiritual way. So find that spiritual way that works for you. Some of you may be meditators. Some of you may like prayer. No, and we were talking about prayer last week, and prayer is powerful. And, prayer can help you to get into the zone. When you come from your heart, it's coming from your heart, not your head. Now that's what's really important. Empowered soul aligned manifestation is coming from your heart, your soul, not your head. If you're thinking or you're anxious or nervous or wishing, that's not empowered manifestation. And that's when you know you need to go back to the clearing. So you want to get into that positive vibration where you are in that alignment and you are making that connection so that you have that positive vibration. And then what's going to happen? So that's step 4. Step 4 is connect with your soul or the higher aspects of the universe, God, angels. You want to connect with the higher parts of you and the universe. You and the universe together bring forth the manifestation. You are co-creators. That's empowered manifestation. And then you're going to give positive energy to them daily. So you're going to visualize and affirm them happening. And again, imagine them that they've already happened, that you feel the gratitude, you believe, you receive, like you can feel that energy. Yes, thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you, angels. Thank you, universe. Thank you, soul. This has already happened. So you can feel that you feel so grateful for your healthy body, or you feel so grateful for your financial flow. Maybe it's not financial freedom. Start with where you're at. Maybe it's a steady financial flow. Maybe it's attracting healthy, positive relationships in your life. You're so grateful for the amazing people in your life. Maybe you're so grateful for your life purpose unfolding, like really giving positive energy, feeling they've already happened. And that's part of that visualization of making it happen. And then, and again, if there's any questions or comments or anything, hopefully we're moving through these because I really want to support all of you in knowing the steps. So giving positive energy to them daily is step number 5. Okay. And then we have step number 6. Listen to your heart, trust your gut and your impulses. So if you feel the guidance or the urge to call someone, if you feel like there's something that you need to do, some action you need to take in order for this manifestation to come into form, because you need to take aligned action. And aligned action, I also call it inspired action. And inspired action is when you're in that alignment and you can feel your intuition, and your intuition is guiding you to take some type of inspired action. And so, like I said, it may be the urge to call somebody, call that person. Maybe it's to go to a certain store or pick up a certain book. Or maybe it's to go into another room and pick up a book that's already in your house or apartment. Or maybe it's having a conversation with somebody in your household. Or maybe it's going somewhere that you're being guided to go. You, anything is possible. It's following your intuition. I'll give you an example. This was I years ago. I remember I was like going through a lot of financial challenges, and I was I was feeling this energy that I needed to go outside. And I needed to go outside. And what happened was I went outside, I went to my car, and I found money in the street. I found $60, 320s in the street. And I was like, "Ooh, this is exciting." That's what can happen when you're listening to your intuition. That's the beginning of where the magic and the miracles can happen. And that's what you want to do. So, once you're listening to your intuition and you're listening to your heart, you're listening to your gut, and you're listening to your impulses. And I mean positive impulses. I don't mean impulses that are addictive, like cravings that won't be supportive of you. Self impulses that are self-sabotaging behaviors are not what I'm talking about. They are not. I'm talking about impulses like feeling like you need to call somebody or go somewhere or do something that's going to move you towards your manifestation. And even if it may not look like, this is where the intuition comes in, even if it may not look like, how is this going to get me to my manifestation? It's to call an old friend you haven't spoken to in 20 years. If you're getting guided to do that, do it, because you never know what they're going to say. What, like, that's, like I said, that's where the magic and miracles come in. Okay. So it's following those inspired impulses, the positive impulses. So I want to make that very clear. And that step is step number 6. That's step number 6. And then the next step is letting go and surrendering. So, and this can be sometimes the most challenging step of all. Because when you have something that you really want to manifest, now it may be a combination of your soul, it may be a combination of your soul and ego. It's learning to let go and trust and accept that this is happening. And one of my mentors, I'll give you an example. She talked about Sanaya Roman in one of her books. I don't remember which book it was, but she talked about, imagine you're in a restaurant. This is the universal restaurant. You've asked for the manifestation and you're putting your order into the universe. And then it's about letting it go. So like when you're at a restaurant, you're not like every minute going, "Oh, where's my food? Where's my food? Where's my food?" Because that's ego. That's not soul. It's, oh, okay, my food is coming, and you're enjoying your conversation. You're enjoying your life. You're enjoying your connection with the other people that you've gone with, or perhaps yourself, or you're exploring on your phone, or whatever it is. You're in the journey. And so 7 is letting go and surrendering. And if you are too attached, prevent you from creating it. And you can also ask that your intention happen. And you also want to ask in your intention phrase, this or something better. I am creating financial flow or better. This or something better. Because you can ask for your highest good. Because sometimes the universe has something even better for you. But if you're too attached to a certain outcome, it may block you from achieving your desire. So, an example of that would be, let's say you are wanting to manifest a new relationship or a better relationship with the partner that you have. Now, if you want to manifest a new relationship and you have your focus on a specific, that it has to be a specific person, that's your ego. It's about letting go and trusting that if it's for your highest good, for that relationship to happen, it will. If you're in a current relationship, it's really trusting and surrendering that if it's for your highest good, that this relationship transform, then that's what will happen. But perhaps maybe you're in a relationship where you've needed to let go and you want to transform it so much because you need it. That's all ego. And it's learning to trust and let go and surrender and tune in and trusting that and asking for your highest good to manifest. And keep feeling the divine timing, because what happens is there's divine timing. There's a divine timing to it all. And all of the pieces need to fall into place before the manifestation happens. Like, for example, let's go to the restaurant example. So can you imagine that your soup, they made soup, but they took it off the stove too soon, and you bite into it and you can feel that it's not finished? That's what can happen if if you're too anxious or you're not trusting the process unfolding. So, really allowing all of that to happen. And then finally, it's the manifestation. It's about being thankful and grateful. And really, so 7 is letting go and surrender. And number 8, the manifestation appears. And again, that's divine timing. It's not going to be in your time, your ego time. It will be in God's time, the universe's time. That's divine timing. When all of it is unfolding for your highest and greatest good. And so I'm going to go through the steps again so that you have all the steps. And as always, you can always email me, or you can ask those questions at a later time on YouTube or on the podcast. Tag me so that I know that you've asked the questions. So, number 1, again, listen to your heart and find your heart's truth. Number one. Number two, create a list of intentions for yourself. Then, and no more than three intentions, and they're in present time, I am, or that they've already happened. And then number three is clearing anything that may block you from allowing that manifestation to happen. Number four is connecting with your soul or the universe or God energy through prayer or meditation or yoga, however you connect, and allowing yourself to make that deeper connection so that you're in a positive vibration, the peace, the love, the joy, the gratitude. Gratitude's important for manifestation. And then you want to give positive energy to them daily. So you're visualizing and affirming that they've already happened. That's number five. They've already happened, and you believe that it's happening or happened. And you're saying, so thankful, grateful. So that's number five. Give positive energy to them daily. Then number six is listen to your heart, your gut, and your impulses. That's trusting your intuition. That's six. And then number seven is letting go and surrendering. And number eight, the manifestation. And that's what happens. And so that is the journey, folks. That's the journey of manifestation. And I am so grateful for all of you joining me. I would love to hear if this has been helpful. I would love to hear from you. So definitely let me know. And the way that you can let me know is you can go on my YouTube channel and you can tag me and say at Nancy Deutsch, and you can ask your question or put in your comment, and I'd love to hear. And then if you're on, you can also comment on the podcast sites, especially iHeart. And so I just really want to say thank you for being here. And we're going to have more inspired and empowered living next week. We're going to talk relationships because it's the month of love. It's February, but this is going to be self-love. We're going to start with self-love. Then I'll go into relationships, and we're going to be talking about the relationship with yourself next week, and then the week after, other relationships. So stay tuned for more inspired and empowered living. And you can join us at 5 p.m. Eastern on talk4tv.com, w4wn.com, my YouTube channel, or the podcast. We have iHeartRadio, Spotify, Pandora, Apple, Amazon, and many more. And I wish you all an inspired and empowered day, evening, and week. Have a great one, everybody. Bye for now.